Hi everyone, we're going to do some Pilates indoors today because the weather is really rubbish, so we're going to be inside today. So just going to have a nice stretch and going to do everything floor based today. Last video we did everything standing, and today we're going to do everything floor based. Okay, so if you come down to your mat, okay, I'm going to start on our back. Okay, so we're going to roll down, we're just going to hug our knees into our chest. And we're just very gently going to rock from side to side, just releasing any tension that we may be holding in our lower back, in our lower spine. So we're just going to hug our knees and just gently rock from side to side, keeping our head relaxed back onto the mat. And just taking some nice deep breaths in through the nose and out through the mouth as you do this. Good, well done. You can shut your eyes so you feel nice and relaxed. Good, and just use this time to really get a good stretch and breathe. So you come away from this class feeling relaxed, feeling de-stressed, feeling nice and stretched. Good, and we're just going to let go of our legs. And we're just going to make that movement a little bit bigger now. So we're carrying on, leaving our legs as they are, but we're just relaxing our hands to the side. And we're just rocking a bit more from side to side. The movement is now bigger, going from right to left. That's it, well done, stay there. 4 more, keeping that chin away from your chest. So remember, you've got that tennis ball gap between your chin and your chest, so you're not bringing your chin down. Good, and then pop the feet on the floor, well done. So if you bring those arms into your side, okay, relaxing your hands at your side so your palms are face up to the ceiling, okay, and then you're just going to reach those arms up to the ceiling, and you're going to try and imagine that your fingertips are going to touch the ceiling. So really lengthening your arms from your shoulders to the tips of your fingers, stretching up. Take a nice deep breath in. And then take the arms back behind you, big breath out as you go. Good, now reaching back, so reaching for the wall behind you. Now we should get a nice stretch here, running down the side of your body, both sides. Good, and pulling in your abs nice and tight, making sure your chin is off your chest. Stretching back, and then nice deep breath in. And breathe out. Bring the arms back to the ceiling. Good, well done. Now extend them. Reach up to the ceiling, stretch. Take a nice deep breath in again. And breathe out. Bring the arms back and reaching back to that wall behind you. Lengthening the spine, getting a nice stretch down both sides of your body. Abs feel nice and tight. Well done. Good, few big breaths in through the nose and out through the mouth here. And then breathe in again and out. Now lift up the arms, fingers to the ceiling, stretch, and then carry on going back down to your side. Good, well done. Adjust your position if you need to. Bring those knees back into your chest and then gently rock from side to side again. So small movements with the hands on the legs to start. Rocking from right to left. And then we're going to let go of those legs again and just go a little bit bigger. So bigger from side to side. That's it, well done. Right to left. Good, and then I want you to drop your knees all the way over to the right and then bring your arms and head across to the left. So stretching arms and legs in opposite directions, that's it. So legs to the right, arms to the left. Good, and then you're going to swap. So bring the legs and arms into opposite directions again. That's it, well done. Should feel a nice stretch now in your lower back as well. Good, stretch there. Good, and then back to the centre. So I want you to once again bring your knees to your chest again. Now I want you to lift your head up off the floor and curl up like a little ball as tight as you can. So squeeze, 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 squeeze. And then lengthen your arms and your legs this time. So nice full body stretch, lengthening along the mat. So reach with those fingers to the back wall and reach with those toes to the wall in front of you. You should feel nice and straight and long and tall, really lengthening the spine and pulling in the abdominals. Good, and let's repeat that again. So bring the knees first, and then bring the hands to the knees, and then bring the head off the mat. Curl up tight like a little ball, nice and tight, squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. And then lengthen both the arms and the legs. So stretch out, abs held tightly, deep breaths in and out. Good, stay there. Good, well done. We're going to take the right leg now. So bring the right knee into your chest. Take hold of the right knee and pull it in nice and tight. So you're pulling it in towards your chest now with your left leg staying lengthened. You should get a nice stretch down the back of that right thigh and the inside thigh as well. So pulling it in as tight as you can, and then we're going to rotate the ankle. So we're going to twist it round 3 or 4 times in both directions. So when you've done that, you can change. Just getting some movement in the feet and the ankle joints. Good, lengthen the leg and let's change. So knee in and pull it in tight. So if you can leave it there, but you won't get a stretch. So if you really pull it in, then you get that nice stretch in the muscle there. And then once you're in that position, rotate the ankle a couple of 3 or 4 times in each direction. Remember that chin away from your chest as well. Good. And then lengthen the legs, well done. Take the arms back one more time, nice full body stretch. Good, and then bend the knees in and use the arms coming back down to your side. Okay, well done. Adjust your position if you need to. Now we're going to take our feet a little bit further away from our heels. So we're going to walk them forward slightly, and that will just engage our hamstrings to the backs of our thighs. We don't want our feet too close to our bottom. It's not really going to work these backs of your thighs. So if we step them forward a couple of steps, and then we'll really engage the thigh muscles at the back. So abs nice and tight. You're going to relax your hands at your side. We don't want palms face down because that encourages this, which is pulling and holding on your mat. So if you bring your hands face up, abs nice and tight and engaged. You're going to tilt, squeeze and lift your pelvis up off the floor and come into a nice basic bridge position. So abs held tightly. And here what will want to happen is your chin will want to go down to your chest. So you need to really correct that positioning and move the chin off the chest. Now squeeze your bottom as much as you can. Good, and we're just holding a basic bridge position here. Good, well done. And then from here we're going to roll slowly down through the spine, 1 vertebra at a time. Nice and slowly with that muscle control down. And then release, well done. Tighten in the centre again, go again, squeeze, tilt and lift up into that bridge position. And then hold. That's it, well done. Squeeze, tilt and lift, breathe. Keeping those shoulder blades flat to the mat so the chest is nice and proud to the ceiling. Well done, stay there. And then slowly roll down, nice and slowly, 1 vertebra at a time. Squeeze, 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 down you go. Good, and hopefully you're feeling something in the back of those legs working as well. If you're not, be brave, always can step a little bit further away. Or if you're starting to cramp, then bring those knees, those heels back in. Okay, but do find a position where you are really working the backs of your legs. So one more time, here we go. So we can go nice and high now, highest position. Up you go, squeeze, tilt and lift. And then correct that alignment of your head as well, making sure the chin is away from your chest. Pulling in those abdominals tight. Breathe. Well done, stay there. Good job, hold. And you're really using your breathing here to help you with that balance. Good. And then releasing slowly down. Again, down slowly through your spine. Good, well done. From here, drop the knees once again over to one side. And this time you're going to reach the arms back. So by reaching the arms back, we encourage that stretch down both sides of your body again. And legs are over to one side. Allow the top leg especially to flop down. So it's nice and heavy. You don't want to hold it in that position. That just creates unnecessary tension in the muscle. So just do really flop that leg over. Good. Leave the arms where they are. Bring the feet together and go to the other side. So again, make sure that top leg is fully relaxed. Good. Well done. Stay there. That's it. Lovely. Well done. Back to the centre, and we're going to place our arms back down by our side. And I'm going to place my right ankle onto my left knee now, okay? And I'm going to bring my left leg off the floor, so I'm into this position here. Now, usually we take a stretch by taking the back of the thigh, but we're just going to let go of the legs, and we're going to rock here from right to left. So similar to what we did earlier, except we've changed the positioning of the legs. So this should just help open up the hips and release those tense leg muscles as well. So do try and go as far over as you can from side to side. So over from right to left. I'm obviously going further on one side because I didn't position myself very well in the room, so it wasn't very clever. So make sure that you've got space around you. So go as far over as you can, both sides, releasing and relaxing the hips, and then come back to the centre. If we change legs, then ankle onto the knee and take the foot off the floor. By taking this position as well, we should get a nice stretch in the outer thighs and glutes here at the same time. So over we go, rocking from right to left. Good. And again, going this equal on both sides. Well done. Couple more. That's it, well done. So it's a nice movement, nice stretchy movement here. Last one. And then hug those knees in again. And what I want you to do is sit up, okay? If you need the use of your hands, pop them down. If you don't, sitting up from here and then coming onto your front. So we're going to come onto our front here. We're going to sit back onto our knees and we're going to reach those hands forward and drop our chin down. So we're into our prayer stretch here. So nice stretching those arms forwards, relaxing your head down to the mat. Heels on bottom onto your heels and feeling a nice stretch down the back now. Good. And then we're going to use our hands to push us up and we're going to come onto all fours. Okay? So I'm going to have my hands underneath my shoulders. I'm not going to stretch out my arms too much. That puts too much pressure on my elbow. So I'm going to bend my elbows ever so slightly. I'm going to use these muscles here, so I'm going to pull in my abdominals as much as we can. I should have a straight line from the tip of my head to the base of my spine. Okay, and we are looking in between where our hands are placed. Okay, we don't want to look down at our chest or up. Okay, I want to keep that head in line and eyes looking in between where your hands are placed. Okay, we're going to take one arm and we're going to thread the needle through. So it's going to come through, so my back of my hand is down to the floor. And I'm going to bend that other elbow, relax down, relax my head down to the mat, and we're going to try and reach those fingers as far away from us as possible to get a nice stretch in the shoulder blade. Keeping your bottom high. To increase the stretch, you can drop the hips back. If that's too much, stay as you are, and just reaching that arm through to thread the needle. Good. Breathe. And then from there, draw it through. Lift the elbow up to the ceiling and up to the sky, looking up. So now we're opening up the chest, eyes to your hand if you can. Good, and repeat. So thread that through. Coming down. That's it, well done. And walk those fingers as far away from you as possible. Keeping the hips up, abs tight. And then breathe in. Locking in your centre as you move, lift up and extend. Good, bring the arm out in front of you, join the other arm and then sit back again. Good, well done, stay there, relax the head. Good, well done. And push forwards. Now you stay where you are. I'm just going to turn around so I can do the other arm. So onto our all fours again. Remember, eyes looking in between where your hands are placed. Abs nice and tight. Looking in that centre throughout. We're taking the other arm now to thread the needle. So through it goes. Stretching, relaxing the head down. That's it, well done. And then reach those fingers as far away from you as possible so you get a nice stretch in the shoulder blade. Good, and breathe in. Nice slow movement, elbow leads up to extension. Opening up the chest. Good, and then one more time each way. Here we go, thread through. And down you come. Good, really reach. Remember, you can push your bottoms back to increase the stretch. If not, stay as you are. Good, and then elbow leads, squeeze, and up. Good, reach the arm forwards, and then the other one joins it, and sit back once again onto your heels. Good, make sure those fingers are nice and far out in front of you. So again, get a nice stretch down the side of your body. Good, coming forwards, and we're coming back onto all fours, okay? So we're going to take a nice deep breath in. Now we're going to stretch out our back. So nice big breath in, making sure your belly button is pulled right through to your tummy. Abs nice and tight. We can take a nice deep breath in. Big breath out. I want you to round your shoulders now, drop your chin to your chest and look through your legs. So we should be nice and hunched in our upper body. So I'm getting a nice stretch just across the top of my back. Looking through my legs, so I'm really dropping my chin now, tucking it right under. Stretch, stretch, stretch. And then big breath in, breathe out. And I'm going to go the opposite way. So I'm going to try and create a dip in my lower spine. I'm going to lift my head now, so sticking your bottom in the air and looking forwards or looking slightly up, lifting the chin. And you should get a nice stretch in your abdominals here as well if you're in a good position. And take that again, breathe in and out. Curl around the spine, drop the chin. This time, come up onto your fingers. So you're getting a greater stretch and pull those abs in tight. Really pull up. Imagine you're trying to get the rounded part of your upper back to touch the ceiling. Good, breathe. And breathe in. And out, hands go back flat. And we go the other way. Well done, take some breaths here. Good, and then I want you to come back to neutral spine. So we need to come back into the middle. So we're going eyes in between where your hands are placed. Straight line, tip of your head to the base of your spine. That's it, good, well done. And locking in that centre. So now from here, we're going to lift opposite arm and leg off the floor. So it doesn't matter which arm and leg you start with. Ooh, I'm kicking the table, that wasn't good. Here we go, opposite arm and leg lifts up and off. So in a nice Superman position. So what I don't want you to do is shift your weight forwards over to your wrist because you're going to get too much pressure in your wrist. So making sure that you've got equal weight distribution between your wrist and your leg, your supporting leg. So abs tight and place it down. Now change legs, up we come. Change arm as well. So stretching out. Breathe in, abs tight. So nice basic balance position here. And down. Well done. Go first side again. Nice smooth lift off. Well done. Try and stretch the back of that knee as well. So really give it a nice good stretch. And hold. Breathe. And bring it down. And then the other side. Ready, lift. And arm off. That's it. Good. Well done. Holding there. Breathing. Good, and down. Once again, sit back onto your heels. This time we're going to take our arms back behind us, okay, with our palms up, and we're going to relax our head. So our arms are back. Now I'm just going to come forwards a little bit. There we go. So relax your head, palms back,
palms up, sorry, hands and arms back. And releasing your lower back. So it should be a nice relaxation for your lower spine here. Let your arms flop as well. Good, and it's important that you get these rests as well and these recoveries from your stretches. And what's really important is each position that we are holding, you are stretching to your maximum so you get the most out of the stretch, okay? So we're going to come forwards into a plank position now whilst we're here. So we're going to take the option of a full plank to start, and if that's too much then we'll drop into a half plank. So I'm going to go onto my forearms, okay? And I'm going to curl my toes under, and I'm going to lift into a nice basic plank position. So what I don't want any bottoms in the air or any going the opposite way. So try and keep your eyes on your hands. Nice straight line from the tip of your head to the base of your spine. We're just going to count to 10. So count to 10 in your head nice and slowly. Breathe at the same time. About 5. Keep breathing. And then drop the knees. Well done. And just allow yourself to relax down now. So just shuffle forwards if you need to. A little gentle stretch here. You push yourself up onto those elbows, just stretching your abdominals, releasing your back slightly as well. Good. Now if you can, go straight to your plank from here. If not, bend your knees, lift your bottom and your hips off the floor first. Adjust your arms, bring them back slightly if you need to, and then back up to your plank. If you're holding a full plank, well done. If you need any extra support, all that needs to happen is your knees drop down to create a half plank, okay? So if you're in your full plank, fantastic. If you need extra support, just drop the knees. That's all that needs to happen. No other adjustments in your body position, just your knees go down. So we're counting from down from 5. Hold 4, breathe, 3, 2, 1, and relax the hips down. Good, take a breath. We're going to take one more. Good, breathe. Ready? Here we go. Bend the knees, lift the hips off, and then into your plank. Full plank or half plank, you choose. Abs tight and breathe. Go from 10 now. So for 9 and 8, keep breathing. 7, 6, 5, 4, keep going. 3, excuse me, sorry, and 1, well done. Can hold it in. Well done. Good job. Okay. Come back up to a seated position, and then we're going to come back onto our back. Okay, so come onto your back, and after those planks, let's stretch. So if we can start from this position here and roll down nice and slowly. If you need your hands down, please take them down. If not, rolling down through the spine, and very gently lengthen your arms and legs and give yourself a nice stretch after that plank. Well done. So nice gentle stretch here, breathing. Good, and as we did earlier, hug the knees into your chest and just gently rock from side to side. We're going to carry on with some abdominal exercises now. Okay, so relax those knees down to the mat. So one rule when we do our abdominal exercises, if you need lower back support, we're going to place our hands just underneath the base of our spine here. So when I lift my feet off the floor, you can see my fingers, okay? Any hands that are placed any higher up, i.e. right just up above your bottom, it's not going to give you any support. It actually causes you to arch your back here. So any lower back support needed is right at the base of your spine underneath your coccyx, and make sure I can see your fingers, okay? If you're not using back support, arms just out to the side, making sure your chest is square to the ceiling and your palms are face up, okay? As I've said in a couple of my videos, my abdominals aren't still back to normal after having a baby. So I am going to use lower back support throughout, but if you don't need it, you don't need it, okay? So I'm placing my hands at the base of my spine. You place yours wherever you like, whether you're supporting your back or not. Abs tight. And we're into that right angle position with our legs, so you can see that nice right angle that I'm creating there with my legs. Throughout this exercise, we don't want our heels to drop down. We want to maintain that position there, okay? Nice, strong abdominals, chin away from your chest. I'm just going to lengthen one leg without kicking the table. There we go. So I'm going to lengthen one leg, and you can see my left leg is still in that right angle position. So obviously we want the straightened leg to go as low to the floor as we can without it actually touching the floor, to engage our center. Now bring it back to the ceiling and change. Well done, now breathe. Well done, and back. And again, extend. Lovely, and back. And again, extend. That's it, well done. Make sure you're using your breath through this. Very easy to hold your breath sometimes without realising. And change, and again, 2 more on each leg, so we've got 4 more in total. Keep strong. And back in. And again. Well done, back in. 2 to go, well done, doing really well. Make sure you're breathing strong. And last one, ready, here we go, left leg, extend and hold. For 3, 2, 1, and drop. Well done. So we're just going to relax here. Abs nice and tight. All right, here we go. So bringing those both knees to your chest again, just pull in tight. Leave the upper body down flat to the mat. Hugging your knees in, taking a breather. Okay. So we're just going to move on from that leg exercise. It's going to make it a little bit harder. So we're going to add the arms in now. So the same rule with the arms as you have with the legs. We're going to have our arms and legs starting in this position. Okay, so I'm going to extend my leg as I did earlier. And then when I extend my leg, I'm going to take the opposite arm back. Okay, so at all times I have one arm to the ceiling and one leg in tabletop. And the other arm and leg are extended. Okay, so make sure it's the opposite arm and leg that you're using. Obviously with this exercise, the lower the leg goes to the floor, the harder you're making it on your abdominals. Same applies with the arms. The further back you're taking your arm, the more you're reliant on the strength of your abdominals to hold yourself in that position. So if it's too much, you can just take your arm, opposite arm and leg on a slight diagonal, okay? And then back to the center. So don't feel that you have to go full range of movement. If you're feeling it, just take the legs, arms and legs on slight diagonals, okay? Abs tight. 3, 2, 1, let's go. Opposite arm and legs going back. So as you can see, I've got one arm to the ceiling and one leg in tabletop, okay? Bring it back to center, and I'm going to change. And center, and change. And center, one more. 3, 2, 1, and relax. Good, well done. And relax those hips. So keep your feet on the floor now and just rock your legs from side to side. I can really feel that. It is amazing what happens to you when you have a baby, how much weaker you are. I need to do more of it. Okay, well done. Stretch out both arms and legs for me. Lengthen along the floor. Good, well done. Okay, we're going to come onto our side now. All right, so we're going to come onto our side just to finish last 2 exercises here. And we're going to come all the way down to the mat. Okay, so I'm bending my knees in. So you can support your head with your hand if you want to, or you can lay all the way down, completely up to you, whichever you prefer. This hand is just on the floor there to give you a little bit of balance. If you want, you can lift it up to the ceiling just to make sure you're working your core a little bit more, so you're not relying on that hand, okay, to keep your balance. Completely up to you. I'm just going to do a little bit of outer thigh work now. So these squidgy bits here, outer thighs and glutes. Okay, I'm going to start with my hand on the floor. I might lift it off halfway. So we're just going to open the knee. So squeeze to the ceiling and down. So squeeze and down. Squeeze and down. So remember, you can come up, hand on your head. I actually prefer having the hand on my head. Good. So for 4 and 3, 2, and 1. Then I'm going to extend the leg out to the side. I'm going to flex my foot so you can just see it in the camera, so that my toes are facing forward. So I'm not sticking my toes up to the ceiling. I'm rotating it so my toes are facing forwards. Okay, I'm going to bring the knee into my elbow, and I'm going to take it on a slight diagonal. Okay, so knee to elbow and extend. So here and extend. Knee in and extend. Good, keep breathing. So we're going to go for 8. Squeeze, and don't forget about your abs. Make sure they're nice and tight. 6 and 5. Keep breathing. 4. Good. 3, 2, and then the last one, I want you to hold the leg out. I'm going to hold it there. We're just going to gently pulse up and down. Good, so making sure that leg's on a diagonal as well, because that will make it harder. Keep breathing. I lift my arm off now, so I'm not wobbling. Keep pulsing. 5, 4, 3, 2, and slowly down. Good, well done. You want to roll over to the other side. I'm just going to switch my legs to the other end of the mat. Good, and coming down. Well done. Abs locked in tight. Remember, down here or up, your choice. Knees bent to start. And we're going to squeeze and close. Squeeze and close. Good, I'm going to lift my arm off for this one, just to test my balance. So knee right up to the ceiling. Remember, full range of movement. Don't just go through the movements half-heartedly. Make sure that you are creating that full range of movement to really work the muscles. 4 and 3, 2 and 1. Well done. So I'm going to stretch my leg out, making sure my toes are forwards, and we're going to come in, slight diagonal, in and diagonal. Good. Well done. Keep going. Squeeze in, diagonal, squeeze in, diagonal. Good. Abs tight. Don't forget them. Keep them nice and tight and held. Go for 4, squeeze, 3, 2, last one. I'm going to hold it, remember, hold, and gently pulse. Lift that arm up and off if you can. Make sure you don't roll backwards. Good, 10 seconds, ready, 10. Don't let the leg drop. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. From here, roll straight onto your back. Place the ankle onto the knee as we did earlier. This time we're going to stretch it. So target that area that we just worked. So right ankle to left knee. Take the back of the left thigh. Pull it off the floor towards you. Okay, and nice outer thigh and glute stretch here. So really pull it in tight. And keep your head relaxed back. And breathe. Well done. Good. We're going to change legs. So left ankle to right knee this time, but hands on the back of your right thigh, pulling it off the floor towards you. Good, well done. Good, and returning to our favourite here, so hugging both knees into your chest and just rocking from side to side, keeping your hands on your legs this time. Good, and I'm going to curl up like a little ball as we did earlier. So curl up like a ball, forehead to your knees, and then stretch out. Nice big stretch there, lengthening your spine, so making sure you're nice and tall, nice and long along your mat. Good, and then breathe out. Allow your arms to be back to your side. Bend your knees in. And we're going to sit up. So if you can do it without your hands, please do. If you need hands, use them. Up we come. Good, well done. Okay, I'm going to return onto my front. And I'm going to sit back into my prayer stretch one more time. So I'm going to reach my hands forward to ensure I get that stretch down the sides, both sides of my body. And I'm going to allow my lower back just to release one more time. Well done. Okay, just staying on your knees, okay? If it's not comfortable, you can sit on your bottom. It's completely up to you. Okay, we're just going to bring our back of our hands, the back of our hands to the palm of our hands. I'm going to pull forward and I'm going to curve my spine again. So I'm dropping my chin to my chest. So it's very similar to the cat stretch you did earlier. Pulling forwards, just stretching the upper body to finish. And then I'm going to hold my hands behind my back, lift my chin to a slight diagonal and open up my chest. Good, I'm just going to shake everything out. Good. Well done everyone. So we didn't even have to stand up, so that's a bonus. So well done. I hope you had a nice stretch and that's helped you feel a little bit more relaxed and like you worked hard as well at the same time. So it's a nice mixture of both.
Have a lovely afternoon and I will see you tomorrow. Well done, thank you.